So, Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark, they are two of... It's funny. They are without question two of the best shooters in the WNBA. But it's funny, people not knowing basketball will just go, oh, but look at their percentages, when the reality is the two of them shoot on an awful lot of off-the-dribble threes. But Sabrina Ionescu has had the greatest shooting contest performance of all time. In the 2023 WNBA All-Star Weekend, she set what is basically an unbreakable record, men or women. I think she made more shots than Craig Hodges did. She made more shots than Jason Capono did. So even if you go to previous systems, she still would win. She still would have won. Like, it was unbelievable. But last year, the highlight of All-Star Weekend, for a lot of people, was the Steph versus Sabrina shootout. Because, one, they both would have won the NBA three-point shootout. With the numbers that they got, both Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu would have won the NBA three-point shootout. And it was anticipated. Obviously, you can't do WNBA versus NBA dunk contest. And, like, for All-Star Weekend, it would be the only way for me to get, like, the dunk contest to have it, like, anticipated again, because everything's been done, is, like, you bring in Mac McClung, you bring in a pro dunker, and you pick one NBA player. As in, you go to these NBA players, you go to teams and be like, look, we need a representative for the league, somebody to just go and win. That's not in the G League. You've got a representative of the G League in Mac McClung, you got a representative of the NBA in somebody, and then you've got a pro dunker. And the three of them just go off against each other. Like, pro dunker probably wins, but if the NBA player can compete, that's cool. But with this right here, they got to change up something. Like, you're not going to have the same thing every single year. So, Sabrina Ionescu was asked about it, and when Steph was asked about it, he talked about the potential of doing a, like, 2v2. And this is what Sabrina said.
It was all part of the story, and blessed to be able to play 4 years here.
Sabrina, you did the three-point contest against Steph Curry last year. Now, I hear that they want to go back and go 2-on-2, Steph and Klay. Who would your partner be if you get to do this?
It's not Tyvus.
I'm just saying. I'm
not
available.
Tyvus.
I'm just telling you.
You're available?
I'm available.
You don't want that.
I'm just telling you. Listen, I taught Steph what he does.
What are you talking about?
Jesus.
I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlin Clark on my team.
Oh, there we go.
And that's the obvious answer. And the funniest thing is, it's not relevant, but, like, let's look at the next word sentence that this guy says here.
I like that. Listen, you play with John Quell, Breanna, Steward.
You play with John Quell. And in fairness, John Quell shoots a higher percentage than both of them from three. But the reality is that, yes, it is going to be Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu versus Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. That is what it's going to be. That's going to be the three-point shootout. That's going to be the highlight of All-Star Weekend. It's going to be the main event, more than likely, on the Saturday. Forget the dunk contest. Who cares about the dunk contest? The three-point contest, cool. The real contest is going to be Steph and Klay versus Sabrina and Caitlin Clark. And the reason why people being like, oh, like, why should it not be Alicia Gray? No. Who cares? Like, I'm sorry. This is like a showcase event. It's not to find out who the best is. It is a showcase event. Like, that's like Klay Thompson. When was the last time Klay Thompson won a three-point shootout? I think, did he win one in 2016? I think he won one in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. So Stephen Curry has won 2, and Klay Thompson has won 1. Since Klay Thompson has won a three-point shootout, Eric Gordon has won 1. Joe Harris has won 1. Buddy Hield has won 1. And if anything, for people being like, oh, it should be someone else other than Caitlin Clark, like, then why is it Klay Thompson? Because Damian Lillard has won 2 in a row in the NBA. No, the reality is that it's the Splash Brothers against what people are calling the Splash Sisters. Although, like, I will say, I am completely on the side of the Splash Sisters being Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell, because, well, Kelsey Mitchell has been just shooting the lights out as well. But if you guys do agree with that, either way, even coming into the All-Star Weekend, if you want, whether it's Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin, or Caitlin and what's her name, Sabrina, who's on the screen right now, we have the Splash Sisters merch. Link will be in the description. Only $14.99 for a t-shirt. Not too bad. We got a cheap one. But, yeah, so people are complaining, oh, why did you not do the WNBA 3-point contest? Because Sabrina was prepping for the Olympics. And Sabrina was prepping for the, like, not prepping for it, but, like, she'd already broke a record that's unbeatable. Like, and Caitlin Clark's not going to be in it. So if you lose and it's an unbeatable record and no one really cares, like, it can take a bit of the, like, hype out of it. And if you're Caitlin Clark, she just wanted to switch off. Like, Caitlin Clark literally just wanted one day where she could show up and not play basketball. Like, nobody looked like they enjoyed WNBA All-Star Saturday night more than Caitlin Clark. She just wanted to go there and celebrate everyone else, sit in the front row and hype up Alicia Gray, hype up Kelsey Mitchell, who was in a competition for her team. She was there. She just wanted to be a part of All-Star Weekend and, like, take advantage of the enjoyment of it. She just wanted to enjoy it. She didn't want to go and have to go into psycho mode and try to win a 3-point contest because she was asked about it. She was like, she's just mentally exhausted. It was nothing to do physically. She was just mentally exhausted. We saw it in the All-Star game when she, like, subbed herself out. Not subbed herself out. She wouldn't go back in the game because Enrique was cooking. She was happy out to take very few shots and like, yeah, it's just, we saw it All-Star Weekend. And also, part of my theory is that they want Caitlin Clark and Sabrina Ionescu to be the main event of the NBA one. And that it's like, look, we don't really mind about this WNBA All-Star Saturday night. You guys are both playing tomorrow. You're going to break records tomorrow. But this is going to save All-Star Weekend for the NBA. And funnily enough, I think the NBA are looking at that and being like, the actual way we can save All-Star Weekend is by bringing in WNBA players. Because I'll say this. If you are asking me who the most popular basketball players in the world right now, as far as, like, people wanting to watch play, the list goes Stephen Curry, number 1, or Caitlin Clark, number 1. Yeah, I'll put her number 1, but in a very, very close 1A, 1B, Stephen Curry. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Kevin Durant. Then big gap to, like, Ant-Man. And I'll still say this, I think in the top 20 is Angel Reese. I think in the top 30 is Sabrina Ionescu. Like, I think there are more people that are tuning in specifically to watch Angel Reese than there are specifically to watch, just trying to think off the top of my head, Trae Young. No, Trae Young's fun to watch. LaMelo's definitely higher up. Let me just think of a Shea's pretty good. No, I probably said it. Angel Reese probably at like 40. She's probably at like 40. Sabrina Ionescu's probably maybe in the top 50. But still, it's intrigue, it's something the NBA have been trying to save All-Star Weekend for a while. So I think they're obviously going to do what they can to do that.